that just affect you. The case that comes to mind was a homicide I did back in 2018. It was a no-body infant homicide, and it was the victim's name was a 3-year-old named Kimberly Lopez. And what had happened was she had been abused by her mother for years, physically abused, pretty terrible abuse. And then Kimberly went missing. And it was unfortunately, it was about a little over a year, I think 14 or 15 months before Child Protective Services realized that Kimberly was not around anymore.
Right.
And then the parents stopped being cooperative about where she was. Typically, and I'll just tell you in an investigation, if a child goes missing and the parents are uncooperative, the child's dead and the parents probably killed the baby. And Oxnard Police Department worked tirelessly to try to solve that case. And ultimately, what we were able to learn through the evidence was that mom had killed the baby. And then the parents went and took her body to Tijuana, Mexico, and buried it. And then returned to Oxnard sometime about a month later. And then they went back to Tijuana later, within a month, and dug up the body and disposed of the remains in probably the most grotesque, disgusting, heart-wrenching way you could think of. I mean, it was pretty awful what they did to her. And so we were never going to find the remains because of the way they disposed of them.
Right.
I mean, I could tell you, I don't know how graphic you want to be on your show, but it was pretty horrendous.
Right.
And so when we were so ultimately what I had to do, I had to make a deal with the father to testify. So
against the mother?
So I could prosecute the mother, which
Right.
is what I did. Her name was Myra Chavez. And she ended up being convicted and sentenced to 37 to life.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the case was kind of a milestone for me in the sense that it was no body homicides are rare. I think in the state, in the entire history of the state, they've done about 400 or 500 no body homicides, but no body child homicides are even more rare, like extremely rare. And in fact, I think my case was only the second no body homicide we had ever done.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense because of the fact that, I mean, you need